unlucky circumstances, we're going to go look over the games. We had a disconnect from a teammate, then we had some lag issues, don't know what was going on. Some of them were really poorly timed too, so definitely had a big effect on that game. Still made blunders that we could have fixed in both times. But anyway, now that we've taken our break, now we're going to come in and review. And review is going to work like a warm-up, right? It's going to go, because I can get amped up on the action and like see it. And for me, right, this changes for everybody. But for me, I really like watching a game and then seeing what it can turn into. And we'll see what things to learn from. So there's a couple of things that we've already noticed. One is that the Raptors start is kind of volatile. Now let's see what happened with this guy. This was a blue side clear. Now he's going for a slow push. So this is actually just a mistake by me to even try this. So I think he's trying to level up his skill here. He's got W, so he's probably lost his mouse on trying to level up a skill. Either that, or he's the like leave me alone, don't come near my lane type of guy, and he's just pissed that I started to fight here. So right there, he just stopped. Yeah, he's trying to level his E. I don't know if he's trying to bait the guy. That would be a huge next level technique. But now because he doesn't have his teleport, that means we're stuck here. This was very slow for us. I'd like to just take this wave and pull it out. I probably should have just pulled it out. This will maintain this freeze. We get the cannon. Now we start getting our mitigated losses +1. Yeah, so once this happens, I should basically just leave. I don't need to host anything more here. Did I stop this recall? Yeah, this is a mistake. Stopping this recall was a big tempo loss, and you can see what Briar's doing to me. So I need to get rid of that. Ooh, nice try. That actually could have been a kill if that guy responded just in time, but we're talking about level 2 versus level 4. He is going to slingshot a little bit, right? It's level 3, but Fiora is just so much stronger here. Now, I was very surprised when I saw that I saw her gank mid with red up, so I assumed that she had invaded me and gone for my red, so I actually skipped over this, thinking that I'd be going for her respawns. It turns out that she never came here, so I ended up going a little bit for a reach here. Had to use my spells to get away. Totally okay in the end, though. Darius actually slingshotted this matchup. Now he should absolutely be looking to recall. Yeah, no, see, don't greed for this. That right there, those kills, just put you in a bad spot. Now this guy gets to zone you off everything. If you just take your fast recall, then you get to come back. This kind of forced my hand a little bit to come in, just get the rest of the wave in, make Fiora take that big chunk. I'm very happy with this decision. But then she gets to hold it. You know, I could have actually just stood near her. She ended up being a big problem, and it was largely on the back of this. So already some good things to look at. Was able to get the outsmite there. But definitely going to gank against someone who's trying to hold a freeze, you know, that's a stacked wave. There's no good way to gank that. There's a good chance that you just lose 2v1. Because of the size of the wave, the fact that Fiora is 3 and Darius is 2. Those are big problems. This is something where I wanted to look more at the path. We had a Zyra leash, which means that we didn't need to use smite. I think I shorted my E here. No, we're good. Could have come over the wall here, though. A little bit faster. Now this, I definitely want to be juggling this, you know, put myself on the one side so that the small one's not hitting me as hard. This opens up my options for fighting against the Briar more. This is one where I E'd. So I already fixed this. No, I didn't E. I just attacked. Okay, so I like this adaptation, right? Stop using the E on the ones, just to use 2 auto attacks, and that's fine. And then I can go here. I think slightly better is attack 1, pull them to the side, line them up, and then go for the hit. And probably just better is skipping this camp. And maybe even just better is skip Krugs as well, right? Like, Shen is really, really good at killing single camps, right? Blue, Grump, and Red. So I should probably be prioritizing that, and that would allow me to go for some gank timers. Like, I'd be ganking right now at 245, and this would be perfect, right? If Tryndamere is showing aggression, this would be perfect. We could walk up. We could even help Mundo get a last hit. He should be sitting right on that threshold. Unfortunately, he's not trying to harass there. This is where we see the difference in clear speed between Shen and Briar. Briar's always going to be a little bit faster. I wonder if I actually could have just taken that. Right, like she's reaching into me. I had pinged. Now that's something I definitely want to take into my other ones. All right, so those are some big takeaways already. Is, yo, pinging in that game versus the second game, I was tracking the jungler. The first game, because I tried to set a trap for Teemo, I didn't get to do that as well. And that kind of screwed up my start. But unfortunately, we had a misfortune disconnect and and my own like big lag problems for the next like 5 minutes of that of the first review, which is completely abnormal. Like it shouldn't be happening. I don't know what it is. Now item sets are still not working for whatever reason. They're just not functioning. But one of the things that you can do, right? You can go game by game. And as you go each game, you can take like your big takeaways from your review, right? Like, what do I want to do? I'm going to do a 3-path. I think in general, I want to be looking for 3 camp ganks. Now, if I am going for fast ganks, I should definitely also consider this possibility, right? Like, even actually sudden impact might even be good. Zombie ward is invaluable. Then I can even do things like this. I could do things like this. I can go back to this. Aftershock like feels really good, and maybe even Grasp is okay, and obviously Guardian might be good. So there's all sorts of combinations. This is definitely the most aggressive out of all of them. Aftershock would be much better for diving turrets, but at this ELO, I think that the players aren't prepared for diving turrets, so I'm not going to put that pressure on them. I do think at higher levels, Aftershock would be very important. We shall. I don't think it's adequate really below Diamond. Even in Diamond, it's 50-50 whether or not it's going to be done well. Above Diamond, those people should be good enough at it. They're not going to make mechanical misplays. They've seen it before. They know what to do. But some of them still are completely uncomfortable with it. All right, health stacking and armor stacking looks to make a lot of sense right now. The green tree is just so good. It's really hard to say that I shouldn't go green tree. The Hail of Blades is definitely for this earlier gank pattern. What is going on? All right, these guys must be duo. All right, there's a lot of kill pressure here, which means I should be able to go for fights. No. Okay. Something weird's going on. Long range composition, probably good for Iceborne Gauntlet. I don't think we're going to be going Heartsteel anymore. I'm surprised that we got dodged. So let's see, pre-Shen. Stick to one champ, one roll. Really stick to one champ, one roll main. I guess we can just put it straight to Shen right there. Now, Vayne can actually run over a Seraphine in lane. As soon as she casts a spell, Vayne can just go in, but most people that pick Vayne, again, low yellow, right? We're not talking about Uzi here. They just want to sit back and farm, which is kind of how you lose. You have to be looking for those aggressive pops when you get them. Now, one of the other things to consider here is whether or not to go magical footwear, which is a lot of, you know, guaranteed value, versus something like Future Sight to get early Balmy Cinder. With this early gank path, we should get ourselves enough time to go 3 camp into gank. All right, let's see. Last game against the Darius, there were a couple of times where I was late to get to him, and it could have been a little bit of server lag, but I also could have just been casting my ultimate on his avatar. This is actually a very deadly lane. All right, Garen Jax. Jax absolutely steamrolls this matchup early. Vayne is going to have a field day against Zach later. I wish I could type. Yeah, Vayne shits on Ashe, especially after first item. She's much better on like Berserker Greaves, but Ashe can continue kiting around. Plus you have a 2v1. Ashe can, you know, hit both people with the slow. Ashe can be very, very aggressive early. You have to play aggressively. If you play passively, then you get reamed. Come on.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
That looks like someone who's forcing blue cane.
30 seconds until you
Okay. Take this fight. Worth.
An enemy has been slain.
Shoot, I forgot the Q thing. No, stop dodging side to side. What are you doing? Okay. I don't need to react like that. I should be focusing on my Q cooldowns. Interesting. That guy went for 3 camps. So maybe we can gank Yasuo. I just pricked my own E. Oh, I'm such a numbnut. He didn't take my Krugs though. They don't want to dive? Okay. Alright, Kane should have started Wolves. It's definitely not worth those extra attacks. I needed to not do that with Ash trying to recall. Some people claim that there's a jungle to blame, but I know it's my own damn fault. Alright, so that timer probably means that he left the top scuttle, though. Either that or he left something. I don't know about this. Can't do it. Hey, they see me. That's no good. Bad tempo on my part. Should have gotten the ward out, should have just immediately left. You're backing out? Come on, go all in, guys. Please go all in. I'm being affected by that.
will soon fall.
We bait this? That'd be great. A little bit too much peel. Akali's looking. They probably know about the Akali. Should have covered that. I would much rather you get that stun off first, sir. I need to hit my shot though. Hey. Kane's up top, we get to invade. This time we're much more confident with it. Fuck me. Oh, so random. Okay. Maybe they knew. It is also hex gates, so I should have just been thinking about that. go. This guy doesn't have TP. I hate to get less annoyed. Oh, I should have gone on the Akali.
Shut down.
I need to play better.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Very frustrating. Yeah, we get this kill for sure. Don't die.
Rampage. Your turret has been destroyed. Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
What do I need to do differently?
Has been destroyed.
They didn't have smite. My goodness. That thing went to 50 to 11 to 50 again. Like, that's so lucky for us.
Your inhibitor is respawning soon.
This guy didn't go Spear of Shojin. That's a big feels bad. Alright, Garen's a big problem now.
Rampage. Your team has destroyed a turret.
This guy's been split pushing all game and he's still down 30 CS. So I must be doing something wrong. Still got a vein up.
Your turret has been destroyed. Your inhibitor has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed.
GG. Wrong direction, huh? It's alright. Hmm. Did I just let him lock this thing up? That would suck. Shit. Did us a favor. He opened this up. Thank goodness. Oh, we can't do that. You can actually do this. It's really scary. Thank you once again. Gross. Oh, really? Check. Oh crap. Oh no. I've screwed the pooch. I'm just dead. Okay. I mean, I would just... Nope, that's not it. This into this was checkmate. This is also checkmate. I'm sure that I had a good spot there. Need a peel stat. That guy was good. It's like all I do is peel. I feel like we could have been okay. I need to be better about figuring out when top laners want attention and when they don't. The Jax versus Garen matchup is supposed to be completely one-sided early. Maybe I could have like leaned on it, but maybe he didn't want me there. Later, it definitely seemed like he didn't want to synergize. So he might have been in the middle of saying like, no, get lost. This build felt really squishy, right? And it didn't have access to the other things that we love, so I think we're going to go back to this. I'm gonna have to get myself out of this state. I'm feeling pretty like apathetic, so we have to activate. Maybe I should just leave that up in the background. Oh boy, let's see. They scale. Maybe everyone's just like convinced that dragons are the better prize anyways, right? Like that's the thing I could be doing. I've been going, I died alone at Herald that game. Need to make sure I'm tracking for prio. Another Kane, so he's gonna out clear me. I'm gonna out gank him. We absolutely can get some work done. Malphite into Darius can't really win, not ever. So we're targeting Anivia, but Xerath just wins that matchup over just by attrition. Can get all that poke out. Can't really kill the Anivia because the egg will just still be up. So we have to wait for her to push and maybe be like half health where we can try to commit everything and then still have enough power for the egg. But most likely, actually wait, is that Gangplank mid and Anivia support? If that's Anivia support, Gangplank support, that's not right. That ain't right. Okay, we're going after this lane, 100%. Gonna try this one. No, I'm not. Let's not change too many variables.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. 30 seconds until minions spawn.
Okay, he's got nothing left. He's got nothing left. He's got no flash, no exhaust, or no ghost.
Has been slain.
Thank you.
Double kill. Minions have spawned.
Gangplank is just definitely in a bush, ready to like come out and try to tri-by fire them.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Should be a kill. Oh no, not like that.
An ally has been slain.
You just get off the one barrel combo? That's very hard to do. Alright, so somebody might be smurfing. Like, you can't even do that unless you're under 20 ping. At least I can't. Love this mouth fight already.
An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
I don't know why I listened. Alright, we got a lot to work on, huh? Let's go. Come on, we can do this. Really? Alright, Vayne's ulti. Kill the Vayne! Kill the fucking Vayne, dude! Nice! Zareth got it. So big. Is Darius taking the Herald? Yep, there he is. This guy's got no egg. Good stuff. It's all that blue buff, boys. Ghost. Generally want to wait for him to take aggro. This would have been a great time to use that.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. And your turret has been destroyed. An ally has been slain.
I'm so slow.
Turret plating will soon fall.
Kite, 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 thank you.
You have slain
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Okay. I wasn't sure what I was seeing there for a second. That guy clearly had to die. How come Vane's having a good time, though? Hey, get the fuck away, dude.
An ally has been slain.
Oh, disgusting.
An ally has been slain.
And they get a fucking objective bounty over that? Come on. I think I've got enough with Lux here. I'm literally staying here till we die, guys. Like, I'm staying no matter what. We can go kill this guy if he comes out. That's fine. There you go. Now we engage on this. Shot.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Guys, when you want to retreat, you just killed the turret, you don't go through their jungle. Like, this right here, this is just going to get you killed because then you're walking into their hypotenuse, right? Like, you're drawing a triangle with with an angle, they can just go straight across, and they're probably respawning and going straight into their camps anyways. It's a free kill from Malphite. He literally just needs to press his button. Like, and we're a Lux team, so we absolutely want to be just keeping track of everything. Nice shot. No wards, we're good. That guy deals no damage because he's a support gangplank. Thanks for the leash, Nivea. No.
Double kill. Legendary.
Are you serious? My whole team stayed back when we went full forward. Okay. It is what it is. Maybe I should have just played backwards. We got the double engage, triple peel on them, so they got entirely zoned by one Anivia, is what I think it is. Alright, so I need to adapt. They're playing super far back. They're playing like they're 3 mages, and I probably just need to peel for them, and that makes sense. Xerath is super fed. He doesn't want to give it a shutdown, but we're also trying to give him as much room to deal maximum damage as well. That should probably actually be Bramble Vest. This is probably a game for it. All 4 of these guys heal. Gangplank's getting enormous. I should win that. Big one. This lane is already fixed. Well, no, it's not fixed, actually. Needs an ever so slight nudge, as does this one. That's just what we're going to give it. Shield me, Lux. Thank you, baby. Let it out, let it out, let it out, no rush. Main's coming up, we have to be a little rough. See, these mages are playing so damned cautiously. You know what, they're mages, it is what it is. Yeah, Randuin's is just definitely wrong this game. Gonna lose another fight. That's not how I wanted to play it. I don't think ulting was even smart. They have so much damage. And again, like anything that starts with anything close to taunting Darius is just a horrendous play by me. We could probably, yeah, I mean, we should just be playing front to back, right? Just peeling for these guys. 2 big front lines for three carries. See it? Ash. Yeah, this is a much better plan. Just let them fumble trying to figure it out. Not trying to engage anything. Should have been the plan all along. Luckily, their team's pretty bad with this soul. Like, almost Gangplank's the only one who benefits from it, really. This is a little bit farther out than I'd like to be. Maybe I should be backing up. GG.
Double kill. Your turret has been destroyed. Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
What's up, Bunk? How you doing, man? Kind of lethargic. 0-4, man. Plus a dodge. Whew, what a day. Oh, maybe the XD buff is a real thing. I'm sure it is. Gearing up for Turkey Day. We got 5 days of travel ahead of us. Well, I mean, not traveling all of them, but Wednesday night we'll go up to Massachusetts and then be with family. We've got her family, my family, and then we got a poker tournament, which I got to defend my championship on. And, yeah, it should be a lot of fun. Going to get a Christmas tree, which is really early for us. Normally I like to get it like right before Christmas, but it's fun to have it the whole time. And then when you celebrate King's Day, that is the 12th day of Christmas. So Christmas was meant to be celebrated over 12 days, much like Hanukkah, but to separate their holiday from the Jews, they made it into one day. But anyways, in Spanish countries, you do King's Day. So we'll have 12 days of festivities and then big gifts. King's Day is always about the kids, you know, the growth, personal growth. Never give up. We win. And I felt like they were going to be in a good spot. I mean, definitely I went ahead. I want to look at some of these fights, man. It feels really weird. It's got to be that Anivia just zoned them off and I didn't see it. But it seems like they should have been able to chew through that. But definitely I'm guilty of going too far ahead. Well, let's take a peek. Okay, so starting this is fine. We'd like to have good ward channels. You know, we'd like to have a better vision triangle. This right here is all kind of redundant, which, you know, I like the idea of the fight maybe going around here, so maybe I shouldn't have even fought on the right. So this right here, Xerath is flashing left. We've got team flashing left. Xerath is trying to self-kite, and we're not moving in the same direction. Now Lux is going this way. This is the problem with mages, but also like what I did wrong, right? I tried to make this fight happen in a direction, and it made my mages go like this. And so they basically weren't factors. They weren't dealing damage at all during this fight. If I could have set this up again, I don't even engage on this Gangplank, especially since it's Gangplank, right? Like, He's kind of squishy. He's a high damage, decent enough damage threat with the items that he has at this point, but it's nothing compared to killing Vayne. Nivea's already chunked. Like, we should have been okay here. It's really Darius chunking everybody. Like, no one's doing anything right now. We haven't dealt... None of these three characters has dealt a single lick of damage yet in the fight. Ashe got one auto attack in. So I definitely ulted on the wrong target. Or engaged on the wrong target. And Darius is obviously the guy that we don't want to be fighting into. Anytime that you're running into the Darius is how he did it. And then this was actually probably just a good play by them. So we get a chunk from Gangplank. Gangplank ult. Lux zones herself off from the fight. This is obviously against the shape that we want. Darius, beautiful flash into the Q. So he was already planning this. Ashe tried to stymie it. This needs to be a proactive ult from Malphite for sure. And then I'm missing it. I missed my ult on Ashe. And then this guy dies anyways in the chunk. Yeah. I mean, there's definitely things we can do better. This is an interesting purple cane build. Right, when you go Rost, but you build lethality items. So certainly a lot of things I can do better. The shape of the team fight, we probably could have just played front to back. Once I saw that my mages were kind of scattering in fights, I should have stopped engaging entirely and should have just played for peel. Just tried to be like the body between them. But it was very hard to play that in solo queue because you have to communicate really well about like which corners you're going to go around. It seems like anytime we got into this big melee, we just lost. Which makes sense, right? Like, this is a poke comp. We're poke and catch. So we want to hold this area. This is totally fine. So is this a good enough angle? He's really far ahead of the rest of the team. So Malphite's... Alright, so right here, for example, Xerath is clicking left. He has absolutely no intent of joining this fight. Maybe he's just waiting for this. But if he was going for this, it should have been an immediate stun. Same thing, you want to have your stun ready for the moment that they come out, right? When they toss themselves out, that's a moment where you can get a guaranteed trajectory. But yeah, I probably just should have been on full peel duty. That's something I can do better, right? Recognize what is my team doing on their shapes. I mean, obviously this is a game where we had that. Now this is the one that drove me nuts though. All the way over here. And it's just like chain deaths. And it's like, guys, no. This right here, this is fog for us. This Lux is already inting. Trying to kill this ward is definitely just death. Alright, so you shouldn't even be here, period. But secondly, it's like, we don't need this. We have a lead. We have a pick comp. We want to set up vision. This right here makes absolutely no sense. This is so free. But I need to stop doing this. Apparently in Platinum, people are glued to Dragon Pit. And so I need to adjust my game plan, I think. This is going to be the way it is. And maybe it means that Shen is not the champion for this environment. Because it feels like we're trying to play macro and the only thing that people want to do is run headlong in. And then it forces me to just play very, very passive play style, bodying for them. And that's not how I want to do it. So I'm going to have to adjust what I'm doing. Yeah, it was a good game. It was fun. Darius played a hell of a game. This guy was fantastic. I'm surprised that this guy picked Malphite into Darius. That's a really, really tough time. Darius solo killed him under turret level 2. It's just like easy. We're completely gapping the cane. Anivia was doing her job, being the only AP threat, keeping waves pushed. Gangplank was a liability as well. Like, we absolutely should have had all the tools necessary to fight against this team, but there's a lot of things that I'd like to change. I mean, for one... Okay, so I think she got rid of Spell Thieves, and that's why she went back to here. AP, good. Magic Pen, bad, right? Everfrost is another support tool. It gives you AP, which makes your shields bigger. It makes your spells bigger. It's like it's a complete trap to go Luden's Echo. It's barely more damage than Everfrost. Everfrost gives you an extra active, which in turn becomes more damage when you cast it than Luden's will ever do. And then you can go like Everfrost into Rabadons, and then you're a completely good support. I don't mind the Ash build, that's fine. Xerath is totally fine to do this, although by the end of the game, absolutely had enough money to get rid of Medjai's. Even if he's on 25 stacks, you want to get the stable thing, get something like Zhonya's, especially against this team, right? Darius, Kane, Gangplank, 3 melee divers. Great game for Zhonya's. This almost definitely wants to be Iceborne Gauntlet from Malphite. We already have Radiant Virtue. We don't need to have this. Plus what we saw as the shape of the fights, Malphite going forward away from the team didn't benefit us at all. If you're going Frozen Heart, you want to do it with Tyr. There's a lot of things that we need to improve here. We had lots of flame early. They argue each other. I keep talking to not give up. That's awesome, man. Keeping them positive, that's fantastic. Can we honor you? Which one are you? Can't do it. But hopefully they gave you the honors. If I'm going to guess based on the FPX skin, maybe it's Gangplank. Oh, Darius, dude, you played a hell of a game. Nice job. You played a hell of a game, dude. Gapped this guy, completely carried the team fights. Even with Hullbreaker, right? And you were doing just enough pressure in the side lanes to pull us apart and then coming back and grouping together. It was really nicely done. Extra move speed in the build. I maybe would have found a way to get Black Cleaver in against double tank. But that's such a small thing. Like everything that you did was so good. They were voting and almost lost. Yeah, you know what? It feels so good to win those games, and especially in this game where you're like, yeah, I legit 1v9. Like, I stopped the votes. You know, my vote could have lost the game. Instead, I don't. We turn around. We change the psyche. We find our small wins, and then you go at your own and you play at your peak level. Those feel the best. Those games feel, you know, absolutely fucking amazing. This is good stuff. Gangplank. What? How did the... What was this guy doing for damage to objectives? He's just dealing that much damage to the dragon? This seems weird. I don't know why it's going this high. $18,000. So he should have had 6. Yeah. So he should have been able to rebuy his items. He could have sold this and this to get Cosmic Insight. You always want Cosmic Insight is fantastic on artillery mages. Lets you find more combos. Lets you move around. And then probably endgame. Just the general rule is by 4th item you want Void Staff. Just because these champions will have a base value of in the 70s. By then, and then if they have anything, right? Once they start creeping over, I think 70 is the magic number. Once they have 70 MRs, where Void Staff becomes the most damage for the buck, the most bang for the buck. Yeah, I mean, just regardless of the builds, though, like the shape of the fights, we were just constantly stretched apart, and then we had people splitting apart, and in those fights, we had 3 or 4 seconds where people weren't dealing any damage, which was largely due to like really good hooks here. Good zoning. Maybe I could have positioned myself differently. That's the thing that I need to think about. But you know, if that's going to be the way that Platinum's like, then I might need to adjust whether or not I'm even playing Shen here, or maybe I go for a much more aggressive build and I go like my old Divine Thunder or Titanic Hydra build and try something like that, because that build can be okay, and Hullbreaker actually plays really well into Shen's playstyle as well. This was going to be Demonic Embrace, and maybe Demonic Embrace comes earlier so you can get really good spikes in the jungle. There's a lot to think about. But maybe it means that we have to hang Shen up, which would suck. I like this champion a lot. That's going to be it for me. I'm going to take off. Got to go pick up the kiddos. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate you. We will continue. We got to grind our way back up. We just got demoted. So we started at Plat 1-0 LP. Now we're at Plat 3. So we got some work to do. But it's okay. We'll truck through it. We're learning with each time, keeping our notes good. We're getting a good warm-up. Did get a little bit tired by the end today. Definitely noticed that. So I'm going to have to be cognizant of whether or not, how much rest I get, whether or not I'm doing something that's tiring me out and things like this. But definitely I should have enough, especially since it was just 4 games today. I should have felt better. So we'll have to do this. It was a little bit of a late night, actually, now thinking about it, and I woke up on 7 hours of sleep. So yeah, it was kind of short, not the best. So maybe a couple things that slowed us down a little bit today. So we can try to improve that. But we'll get there. We'll find our way. All right, thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll catch you later. I'll see you on Monday. Actually, no, I'll see you on Sunday for the World Championship. My goodness. I'm going to be getting up at 3 a.m. Use hashtag StratChat. Let me know if you're going to be there. We will definitely have a co-stream party for it because we are pumped as AF to see Faker take down 3 Chinese teams in a row. He is playing out of his mind, so it'll be super, super cool to watch that. And even if Weibo's a super team and the Shy wants it as bad as anyone, last time it was in Korea, he won. So it's going to be a fantastic final no matter how we cut it. All right, catch you next time. Peace.